UFC has announced the main event for UFC Shanghai, which is set to take place on August 29th. Umar Nurmagomedov will take on Song Yadong in the headliner. Umar is coming off a unanimous decision win over Davison Figueiredo back in January. Song is also coming off a victory over Figueiredo, submitting him in the second round this past May. The winner of this fight is widely expected to earn the next bantamweight title shot. Who do you guys got for this one? Drop your predictions in the comments. Alex Pereira recently fired back at the criticism from a fan, pointing to how much money he made from his fight against Cyril Gane at the White House. Fan made a video basically accusing Alex of going a bit too far by campaigning to get Herb Dean fired for not penalizing Cyril Gane over the back of the headshots. He responded in the comments saying, "You sit on your chair talking nonsense, waiting for me to respond like now, to make a video of my response to get engagement. Man, my biggest concern right now is knowing how I'm going to protect the money I earned just in this fight. I found out if the money stays in a single account and the bank goes bankrupt, the insurance gives me a low amount. So I'm trying to find a way to leave the money in one account or have the work of opening more than 50 different accounts." Jon Jones sat down for an interview with Red Corner MMA yesterday. Jones offered some advice to both Ilia Topuria and Khamzat Chimaev after they recently suffered the first losses of their careers. He's
going to be in a good position. He has faith. He has a strong team, and that's a lot of what it takes. He has a work ethic. I think he's honest with himself. Ilia and I, we share the same agent, and we were talking about him earlier today, and what I heard was that he's humble, that he is honest. He realized that he just didn't perform well. I think that's the number one step of getting back into the ring in a healthy way. It's the guys that make excuses. That's when it's hard to come back and win that rematch. Guys who just say, you know what, I could have did better. I could have done more. Honesty with yourself is the key. It was hard, man. It was hard to see him lose. It really was. I was really surprised by that fight. But Khamzat, like I said, is a family, team, people that believe in you. It's easy to get up and get back on your horse with a team like his. So he'll be okay. I think when he got taken down, I think that was the main shift. When he was down and he was on his back, I feel like that was the main shift. He's not used to being in that position. He's usually the dominant one. I think being down and being on his back, somewhere in his mind, took him out of the fight. If I was Khamzat, I would work on my weaknesses. That's something that I personally do before every fight. I would watch a fight and I'll say, how can this person beat me? I would say maybe switching up your endurance routine and spend more time on your back. Maybe throw up some submissions and things like that. You know, Khamzat he's a great kicker, great boxer, great wrestler, especially when he put you in that body lock. But we don't really see him on his back very often. So I would go back to the drawing board. I would learn to be comfortable on my back, develop a strong jiu-jitsu game on my back, and mainly focus on the mindset. I would imagine losing can change a fighter's mind, their confidence, right? The way they see themselves. Focus on your mindset. Losses happen, and sometimes the best version of people comes out after a loss. So let that be his situation. Let the best come from this. Learn from it.
Justin Gaethje reflects on his fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov back in 2020, where Khabib won via triangle choke in the second round. Gaethje says focusing too much on Khabib's strengths prevented him from fighting at his best.
This was very different than when I fought Charles.
Yeah.
You know, even Khabib. I was very concerned about them when I fought them. And, you know, I found that was a huge mistake. And I wasn't able to be my best self. So just really worrying about myself, worrying about what I can control, not anticipating his, abilities, and not going in there like, oh, I have to stay away from his takedowns. I can't get taken down.
Right.
He's going to sub me if I get taken. Just taking it as it comes.
Michael Chandler currently weighs over 200 pounds after weighing 155.6 for his fight with Mauricio Hufi just 2 weeks ago.
Hey, listen, the people have been asking. They said, Chandler, we want to know when you're making it to 200 pounds. And I said, 200 pounds? I already made 195. But 200 pounds, do the math. Okay? We were at 155.6 like 2 weeks ago. Zoom in on that. Oh! 200.3. The kids are sleeping.
Robert Whittaker makes his light heavyweight debut at UFC 329 next weekend, where he's set to face Nikita Krylov. Whittaker made an appearance on Demetrius Johnson's YouTube channel today and opened up on the 5.
This is the best I think I've felt for my career. Like, holistically, this is a much more natural weight for me. The last couple camps, I just have not enjoyed because of the amount of like sacrifice and skimping on food that I'd have to do, especially the last 4 or 5 weeks when I'd really have to try and get my weight down to get into weight cut range for middleweight. It was just too much. And I think it started affecting me in the fight themselves. And like I said, like this is a bit of like the end period of my career. I want to enjoy the process a little bit more. I want to enjoy the training. I want to feel good, you know. And I've done all the right things. I'm not going to to light heavyweight as a out of shape middleweight. You know, I'm not just a middleweight that can eat more now. I've been doing the right things. I've leaned up. I'm at a much more natural weight